Hi, welcome to Yoga and You. I'm Sanjana Prasad. Sirsasana or headstand is a posture that has innumerable benefits. There are a lot of ways that you can practice, a lot of modifications you can use for this posture, also a lot of techniques that you can use to learn the posture. Leaving the techniques aside, we also need to prepare the body to get into the posture and sustain the posture. And when I mean sustain, not just physically, you should be able to hold the Sirsasana and breathe full Ujjayi breaths. So in this episode, we are going to be practicing certain movements that will help to strengthen and prepare the body to start learning Sirsasana. Let's go ahead. If you would like to know what are the modifications for Sirsasana and how else you can practice if you are currently not doing an independent headstand, then we've got you covered. We have a video on that and the link to the video will be put in the description, so definitely check it out. The first one that we're going to start with is Matsya Krida or Dolphin Pushups. It is a popular posture and it really helps with your headstand because it helps to engage and strengthen the shoulders. Without this shoulder strength or awareness of how to keep the shoulders engaged, a lot of weight in your headstand will start to go to the neck and it can get very uncomfortable. So let's get into today's practice. So for Dolphin Push-Ups, first you're going to take this measurement by holding the opposite elbows, and from Vajrasana you're going to place your forearms down. A good way to judge the distance for this Dolphin Push-Up is to get into your child's pose, reach your hands forward completely. Wherever your elbows drop and touch the mat, that will be the distance between the elbows and the knees. So from here, measure the distance between the elbows, lean forward and you're going to interlock the fingers. So if you look down at your hands, you have a triangle here and this becomes the base and foundation for Dolphin and also eventually your headstand. One important aspect in your Dolphin Push-Ups, as we start doing the movement, your elbows will start sliding out, which means you're moving your body forward and back without engaging the shoulders. So step 1 in your Dolphin Push-Ups, when you lean forward, engage the shoulders by pushing the floor away from you. Okay, so this way you're pressing the forearms into the floor, your forearms and shoulders are engaged. Second step, you're going to tuck the toes and lift your hips up, and you're going to keep your heels lifted up. This is a very, very important step. Keep the heels up. Imagine you have a wall behind your heels and your heels do not have any room to shift back. Okay, so your heels are here. Now, as you inhale, lean your chin forward, go ahead of the wrists. Exhale and move back. Notice when I'm moving back, my heels are not dropping down. Okay, what you don't want to do is this. Nothing in my body here is working. I'm simply moving forward and back. So you want to keep the heels lifted up. With control, lean forward. Keep the shoulders engaged and push back. Lean forward and back. Forward and back. Slowly come down and you can take child's pose here. Throughout the movement, make sure that your elbows are not going away from each other. Doing Dolphin Push-Ups, 15 repetitions will really help you to strengthen the shoulders to get into Sirsasana. You don't have to do this as 15 at one go. You can always break it up depending on how your shoulders are feeling. But 3 things you need to keep in mind: maintain the distance between the elbows, maintain the pushing action of your shoulders, keep the heels lifted up. If in case this is very challenging for you, you can always make the slight adjustment of moving your feet back. This makes the posture a little bit more accessible for you. Knees down and relax in child's pose. The next postures that we are going to practice are standing postures, Virabhadrasana and Urdhvaika Prasaranasana. There is a technique in headstand where you go against the wall and learn to jump up against the wall and then slowly find your balance off the wall. In order for you to find that jump, you need to strengthen your legs and learn how to integrate the legs with the rest of the body and find your balance in the headstand. So the headstand is not only dependent on the shoulder strength, the entire body has to work together. So let's get into Virabhadrasana and Urdhvaika Prasaranasana. You're going to start at the top of the mat. You can keep blocks with you in case you need it. Now from here, you're going to take a long step back with your left leg. Your heels are in one line. Back foot is slightly turned out, but your hips are squared to the front. Make sure your feet are firm on the mat. Slightly tuck the tailbone under, neutral pelvis, your ribs and sternum drawn in. As you inhale, you're going to lift both your arms up, join your palms in Namaste. Simultaneously bend your right knee to get into Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale. If you're very comfortable here, lift your chin up, look up at your thumb. 5 to 8 breaths here in Virabhadrasana. Make sure you're not opening the body to the side, squaring the hips to the front, deepening your lunge, posterior tilt, ribs drawn in. Smooth Ujjayi breathing throughout. Following exhalation, slowly get your fingertips down towards the floor. If you need the blocks over here, you can always place your palms on the blocks, and the blocks go slightly ahead so you can lean the body forward. From here, as you inhale, lean forward and lift your left leg up. Notice when I'm lifting the leg up, I am not opening my hip to the side. Keep the hips squared, engage the glute, toes are pointing back, not out, and try and lift your leg higher. Once this starts to get comfortable, you can reduce the height of the block, eventually getting your fingertips down to the floor, starting to walk the palms back towards the feet and getting into a full forward fold. Again, the knee is straight. Intention is to keep the hips squared and then lift the leg up. 5 to 8 deep breaths here. Slowly exhale, bend the right knee, drop the left foot back. Inhale, come back up into Virabhadrasana. Exhale and slowly, neutral position, step the left foot forward back into Samasthiti. You're going to repeat this on the left side as well. 5 to 8 breaths in every posture, focusing on your alignment and most importantly, the breath. The final movements that we are going to do help you to work on your core muscles, again very important, and also your hip flexor strength, so you can get into that tuck handstand and then start to straighten the legs out. So we're going to start by lying down. Legs are going to be straight. You have two options here, either open your arms to shoulder level on both sides, or you're going to take your arms all the way up. I'm going to show you level 1 and level 2 of this practice so that you can follow what is comfortable for you. For level 1, we're going to keep the knees in an L shape and make sure you are drawing the belly in and you're trying to reduce this gap between the lower back and the floor. Here already lower belly is engaged, hip flexors are engaged. As you inhale, you're going to lift only the right leg up towards the ceiling. Keeping the left leg strong here, you're isolating the right leg. This will also help you to learn how to isolate just the legs in your Sirsasana without shaking the entire body. Now, as you inhale, you're going to bring the right leg straight down to the mat. Notice there's no movement around the left leg. As you exhale, slowly bring your right leg back up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down, close to the fork, but you're not touching the mat. Exhale, up. 3. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. 4. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. 5. Bend the right knee. Let's switch to the left side. Extending the left leg up. Inhale, down, no movement around the right leg. Exhale and up. Inhale, straight down. When I'm bringing the leg down, my pelvis remains neutral. I'm not arching or collapsing the spine. So belly stays in, neutral pelvis. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Bend the left knee and slowly bring your feet back down to the floor. Once you start practicing this and it becomes comfortable, you can go to the level 2 of this posture. Here again, you can either keep the arms here or all the way above the head. Now, this makes you arch the back a little bit more. The challenge here is to keep the sternum drawn in and maintain a neutral spine even though your arms are above your head. From here, again, lifting both legs up, this time to 90 degrees. Isolating only the right leg. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Notice how my pelvis is neutral and left leg remains still, working only on the right side. Let's do one more. Inhale, down. Exhale and up. Left side, inhale, down. At any point this gets challenging, try bringing your arms to shoulder level first. Inhale, down. If it's still challenging, go back to level 1. Inhale, down. Exhale, up. Keep the legs up and stay. 1. Neck is neutral, you're not lifting the chin up. 2. 3. 4 and 5. Gently bend your knees. Place your feet on the mat. Feet are going to be hip width apart and hands close to the body. Setu Bandhasana. So when you're lifting up in Setu Bandhasana, very often we just press the palms and lift straight up, and you notice how my back is really arching here. We want to learn to control that. So before you lift up, again, neutral pelvis, press the palms down. Inhale, lift up with control. Exhale, down. Inhale and up. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, down. Inhale and up. Exhale, down. Last one. Inhale, up. Feet are firm. You're not lifting the toes up. Knees aren't collapsing. Knees are hip width apart. Stay there. Breathe. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and slowly bring your hips back down, and let's hug the knees into the chest. So these are few of the movements that will help you to build strength, to prepare and start practicing your headstand. We've done only a few repetitions in this episode. If you can do the movements 3 sets, 15 repetitions each, that will be a solid practice and you will be on your way to getting into your independent headstand very, very soon. I really hope this episode was helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.